In its first 5 years in the phone industry, Apple sold a total of 155 million phones. Bill Gates was named the world's youngest self-made billionaire at 31, and Warren Buffett was considered the 20th century's most successful investor. Shall we go on? Probably not. You already get the idea. ENTJs have been known to dominate the world. Why? Our video will be looking at that shortly. ENTJs statistically earn higher than most of their counterparts. This has been attributed to certain characteristics they possess, which makes them more likely to be self-employed. But being successful in entrepreneurship is no mean feat, and that is why, though they eventually get an advantage income-wise, it is more important to study the characteristics that make them some of the best leaders in the world. First of all, a person with an ENTJ personality trait is more likely to dominate in any sphere they find themselves, and because they assume a team leader position whether they are formally appointed or not. ENTJs embody charisma, confidence, self-esteem, and authority in such a way that they are noticed in any room. Somehow, they have an inclination to take on managerial positions and barely have the patience for roles where they can't be in charge. There is a peculiar reason why ENTJs feel like they are the people for the job, and we will discuss why and how those attributes to their success in the outside world. Secondly, the world is ruled by ENTJs because they go beyond their own conditioning. They don't settle for second best and at every point in time break bounds and settle for only what they regard as efficient. Societal norms and expectations are of no interest to an ENTJ, and they are more likely to carve out their own path. Some of the strengths of an ENTJ include exploration and creativity, and that allows them to ignore societal conditionings and to solve problems in their own manner. Talking about problems, ENTJs are very good problem solvers. That is probably why most employers prefer to have them at the helm of affairs. What better way to rule the world than to be a problem solver? If there is anything we know, it is that the world has loads of problems. ENTJs are good at problem solving because they see them as challenges that need to be surmounted. Unlike other more sensitive personality types, ENTJs remain calm during challenges, figuring out the best ways and coming up with the best solutions. Famous ENTJ Bill Gates has indicated that in problem solving he asks two major questions: who has dealt with this problem, and what can we learn from them? For him, solving questions has more to do with prior experience and winding it back all the way from the solution again to the problem. Steve Jobs, who was described by experts as the epitome of an ENTJ personality, taught that solving problems is less about memorizing facts from a textbook and more about engaging questions and problems to develop problem-solving skills. His mentality came from strict attention to detail and respect for the fundamentals of smart design. The fundamentals of any principle must be rational enough to allow problem solvers follow a logical order, right? Well, be sure to subscribe down below, because soon enough we'll be telling you how ENTJs go about problem solving. One other reason why the world is likely to be ruled by ENTJ is because of a more obvious reason. They like to work and work hard. Their job satisfaction ratings are 9% higher than the average for all personality types. They don't deal well with inefficiency and have no patience for incompetence. In summer 2008, Apple launched MobileMe, its first real stab at cloud storage and delivery service. When it failed to impress its users, Steve Jobs did not think twice in naming a new leader. When working with or for an ENTJ, you should be prepared to produce only the very best results because that is basically the only language they understand. To earn the respect of an ENTJ, you should be able to show them your intellectual skills or prove to them that they're wrong. The latter part might never happen, but you could try. ENTJs excel at logical reasoning because, in general, they are visionary and practical people. For an ENTJ, a lot of emphasis is placed on objective and logical information, making them some of the greatest planners of all time. According to Warren Buffett, you are neither right or wrong because the crowd disagrees with you. You are right because your data and reasoning are right. Taking a step-by-step approach in solving problems and arriving at new ideas, all by following a sequence that is based on fact and logicality is the reason why so many ENTJs are able to replicate their success and somehow have enough vision to understand the next big thing from a mile away. Steve Jobs said, "We are here to put a dent in the universe. Otherwise, why else even be here?" Several ENTJs have indeed contributed their quota to the world. To find out more, check out our video on why ENTJs are so good at problem solving. Until we come your way again, enjoy the rest of your time.